Hey everybody, in this video we're going to learn about lists, but more specifically adding items to a list. So we have a couple different ways to do that. One of the ways is to call the append function. And the append function adds to the end of the list always. If we want to put it somewhere else, we can use insert. Insert adds at a specific index. And then we have the negative index, which is more of a Pythonic way, they call it. So let's start with this friends list. Let's say I want to add some friends. I found people that I can deal with, and I'm going to add them as a friend. So append Becca. If we go ahead and run this, we have Becca in the list now. And then if I want to add another person, Dan. Go ahead and run it, and now Dan gets added to the end of the list. So append to the end. Insert. Insert, we have to do a little something different. Right now, colors is only filled with green, but maybe I want this to be like in order of my favorite colors. And I want to add blue to the beginning. So I can't use append because that would add it onto the end. So what I can do instead, I can do colors dot insert, and then it takes two parameters, where I want it to go. And since I want it to go at the very front, the index of the first item is going to be 0. And then what I want to put there, which in this case is blue. Then I'm going to go ahead and run this. As you can see, it put blue first and then green is next. So that's the gist of append and insert. Now, let's say I want to add at the second to last position. So I have all of these ingredients, but I want to put like something at the end. Well, not the end, but the second to the last item. There's an easy Python way, which we don't have available in most other languages. And what we can do for this one is let's go ahead and do ingredients. And we are going to do, how can we go ahead and do this? Should I do it in one step? Ingredients dot, and since we want it to be not at the very end, I want to use insert. And then I want to put it at the second to last position, but this is the Pythonic way. So -1, because this is the -1 index. And then I want to go ahead and put, let's say beans. Then I go ahead and print it out. And I see beans is second to last now. And butter got moved over to the right. All right. This second way is the more universal way. You can do this in pretty much every language. And we're going to do something very similar. But we're going to get the last index. Remember, -1 was the last index, or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to get this last index and then add something there or insert it there. So we're going to do last index equals, then we want to get the length of our array, ingredients. So this is the length, and the length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we want the fourth index, so we're going to go ahead and subtract 1. Then we can go ahead and call ingredients.insert. And then where I want this to happen is the last index. And then what do I want to add there? Beans. So let me go ahead and comment this one out so that one doesn't run. And this should run in the exact same way, or have the exact same output. And if I rerun it, I get beans. Let's just do chips, just so you can see it's a different thing. And we get chips there. So again, this is the more universal way. So in summary, if we want to add something to a list, we can either use append, which always puts it on the end, or we can do insert, or we can shove it anywhere else. And then if we want to put something at the second to last position, or the third to last, or whatever, we can use negative values in Python. Or a more universal way is we can get the length of the list and then subtract however many we want to go back and insert that item. Your lists are getting bigger now that you guys can add stuff to it. But what about changing an item? Maybe you messed something up and you want to change it. You guys can figure that out right over here. Or you guys can go back and learn about how to get items from a list right here. All right, take care, everybody. Happy coding. Bye-bye.